Hey Cancer, how are you? I'm going to do an Osho Zen reading for you now. So take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's going on for all of you Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Family comes to mind. Family. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for all of our Cancers? All right. I get the feeling that not everybody in the family is cooperating. Anyway, what's going on? Something's got to be let go. Definitely a transformation going on, but I feel like there's been, you've been in this big healing process, but now it's time to move on. It's almost as if, like, if you have, you know how, like, if you're someone who's been in recovery, but now you're afraid to, kind of go on your own, now they're going to let you, say, well, okay, we're going to take the cast off your leg, and you're afraid to put your foot down. That's what I feel like is going on with someone. And I think you have to, like, accept that the healing, the hardest part is over, and you have life again. And I say this because I see these two trees. You have this beautiful life here. A few of you may actually be going on a journey where you may meet someone. So if you have been, basically on your own for a while and then you take a trip, you go somewhere nice and sunny, you may actually meet someone. So there's that on the horizon. So I feel like there's this big ending that was very transformative for you. Like something changed you, and in this change, there was this really deep healing. See, you don't believe you're as well as you are. I think you're better than you think you are. I do. Yep. See, and here you are over here. It's like you're better than you think you are. It's like if you hang on to all of the dark and that heaviness, it's kind of like the reading I just did for Gemini. So you might be a Gemini, Cancer, Cusper. But it's like all of this heaviness, everything from this past, you've got to let this go, so that you can come into yourself and start to bloom. There's this element of depression around someone. I think it's like you're afraid to live life. It's like you've been, a hermit? You've been on your own. That's why if you actually go on a trip, you might meet someone. It's one of those things. When you finally walk out the door, you might be surprised at who you meet. But, this, you don't have, there's this element of, like, the lack of self-esteem. I'm going to share something with you, Cancer. Many, many, many people, more people than not, suffer from this low self-esteem. So you're not alone, and chances are when you meet someone, they're just as nervous as you are. So just take things step by step, all right? I feel like you need to take things step and step, but you have to, this thing about you, you're better than you think you are, okay? And that could be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You are better than what you think you are. So come out of your shell, right? Come out of your shell. All right, let's see what else is going on for our Cancers. All right, again, somebody's really tired. See, I have different theories about, illness. And one of them is sometimes it's self-imposed. If we go and something happens to us and we have to have, surgery on our knee and, now our knees are different. And it's like, that's all it is. They're different, but you fixed it. Now if you do what the doctors tell you and you go through the physical therapy, then it's going to be okay. So I think you are better than what you think, right? It just keeps coming through. It's like you cannot be afraid, to do the work for your healing. Sometimes it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it you don't want to do it because, it leaves you really tired afterwards. But, you know, a little work today helps you enjoy life tomorrow. So I think you have to do the work. Okay? I don't know who you are out there, Cancer, but you have got to do the work. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for all of our Cancers? It's funny, I'm in my old studio, my old art studio, and it's cold in here, and I built a fire, and I can see my breath. I don't know if you guys can see my breath. And I've had the fire going for a while, but these are old adobe walls, so it's a little chilly in here. All right, so Cancer. Again, all right, so you coming out. If you have been living a very sheltered life, I almost feel like it's time for you, you know, to kind of come out, you know, quit hiding among everybody else and, you know, take a chance on an adventure. It's almost like I want to just kind of like say, it's okay, go ahead, you know, like you would a child, you know, to like, go ahead and play. I feel like it's okay, Cancer, go ahead. Go ahead. It'd be really good for you. Really, really good for you. You know, baby steps. But I think you're ready, you know, to just kind of come out and be you. Yeah. This sense of depression. It's like you are the, you know, like Gemini, you are keeping you from your happiness. I mean, it's all on you. This is all on you. All of this darkness, this heaviness, everything, you know, and all you need to do is just kind of step into the light and you'll be all right. Here you see this person. I mean, they're looking out this window. They're very depressed. They're all gray, but, you know, the color's starting to come back. You know, so, yeah, you're not, you know, the road has been hard and it's been long, but, you know, you're coming back to life. I'm going to guess by springtime. March. I'm feeling like March is going to be a really great month for many of the signs. So, you know, it's just like, you know, prepare yourself. I feel like you're a flower about to bloom, you know, because you went through something really major. You've been healing. And now, you know, you've got all the opportunity to live again. Some of you need to find your faith, you know, find that spirit, maybe take a class. Something that will bind you. There's like, even though we can't like physically go to classes, online, I mean, you know, don't be afraid to connect online. I mean, you're in the safety at your home and these people are this big. They're this little square on a screen. You know what I mean? They can't hurt you, you know, and slowly you can, you know, you don't have to, you can just show up and not say a word. And you cannot say a word for months. And maybe you just chuckle along. And maybe you start to send little messages. You know, take it slow. You don't have to dive in head first. You know what I mean? But it's time for you to, like, come out of your shell. All right, Cancer? This is that year for you. All right, so let's see what's going on. Big changes. Big changes for everyone. Advice for our Cancer. So, Cancer, if you are married to possibly an earth sign, you know, I think you need to check in with them. All right, I'm just saying, if you're married with someone, you know, I think there's a connection there, but they're not feeling as if like they're being paid attention to. So if you're involved with someone, just give your honey a little extra, you know, smooch or something. You know, just do something really, you know, that would make them really smile. Because I get the feeling that your person is, you know, they want to feel love, you know, like they want to know that you really love them, you know, like they know, yeah, you love me. They want to know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little passion, a little romance would go a long way with you and your person in the next few weeks. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like your person feels like it's almost like maybe you don't look at them, they don't feel attracted to you, like they just, maybe they feel like you're bored. You know, it's that kind of energy. So I just get the feeling that, you know, they just want a little extra, you know, just a little extra hug. We all do. Who doesn't? Yeah, fresh new start. interesting pair of cards. I have the Page of Pentacles with the Nine of Wands. So it's like you want to start new, but you've been so beat up and so battered. You know, it's a fresh new start. Okay, it's all on you. Some of you may need to go to school. I have to say though, even though, and I hate to do this, but you know, don't feel like you have to be backed up in a corner to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, don't feel like that. You know, nobody needs to make you do anything you're not ready for. You know, and again, baby steps. Maybe, you know, you don't truly, you know, believe that you feel as good as you do. You're afraid, you know, it's like that fear. It's like, you know, you fall down and you hurt you hurt your back and you're like, I'm not going to move my back. I'm not going to be, and if you would just like relax and breathe, then you'd be like, oh, it's not so bad, you know, and that's you, Cancer, right now. That's you. All right. So, okay, somebody's walking away from something. Okay, that's I have a whole other story going on in my head, and I don't know whether we should bring it up, but I think I should. There is somebody, okay, and I feel like this is a whole other Cancer story. There is somebody, Cancer, who I feel as if they were kind of going along, stringing you along. And then either you or them walked away. I think, you know, you learned something or they learned something. You know, there was more to the story. You know, the real story I get, like if I was to really get real detailed, is that there was something that happened between you, Cancer, and some of your friends. I got 3 women here. Could be your girlfriends. Maybe, you know, there was just a little too much going on because your girlfriends have a secret that I think you learned that makes you very unhappy. And it kind of changes the story because this person actually walks away, whoever you are. You know, I mean, and you really like walk away from someone or some situation. But it was okay because it wasn't right. It was like, it was full of, you know, it was what it needed to be it in the moment. But, you know, when, you know, out of sight, out of mind, I feel like this person was a little out of sight, out of mind. And that could be why I was picking up this energy of somebody wanting to know whether or not, you know, you still love them. Do you find them attractive? You know, so, I mean, it's a little mixed energy, but I feel like the story can go in a lot of different avenues. You know, it's like, you know, take what works, leave what doesn't, people, right? All right, so listen, it is not getting any warmer in my little studio, so I'm going to end it here, and I will come back tomorrow and do some more readings. But for now, be well, and I will see you at the next one. All right, until then, thumbs up. I'll see you later.